Are you happy? I am Ephthemius, communicator of the book Egonect. The Egonect is available at Amazon. Whisper 2094. There is always a fragile spiritual connection and bond between celestial entities and earthly elements, always, providing that the power of love stays stronger than the reality of earthly life. You see, only love for all life, especially believed to ourselves, is the only power to give us back our mortal entity. Whisper 2095. The secret of spiritual progression, healthy mental existence, and the value of the established form of life depends on the quality, substance, and vision of our earthly memory that knows as the only thought of remembrance and mutual communication between mind and gray matter of our brain. Understand this mission as their only responsibility and remind and they carry us almost to our original past, meaning to a celestial reality, and there, in front of ourselves, we can start wondering what we are, who we are, in what situation and spiritual world we now belong and exist, and why we live. And so now, at last, we're starting to realize that immortality is our lovable self. Whisper 2096. The grim reality is forcing us to feel guilty and ashamed for having ended up where we are at this particular moment of only truth, meaning in front of our confused and empty self. But all the ghosts of this peculiar and only reality must be captured in the nets of our love for life, and in order to stay visible and alive while we are still on planet Earth, in order for us to see our real enemy. Whisper 2097. We have arrived at the opportune moment of our earthly revival, and it is very important to look further than just at the daily casual routine and constant concern of how to handle the usual everyday challenges of our life. Whisper 2098. We must try to understand too why and for whom the everything in the space appears as if it stays still, even though it is spinning around itself, and as if it remains unchanged, even though it looks as if it is changing, or as if it is nailed in place, but it never stays idle or isolated, or even betrays the cosmic circle of its own cosmos neighbors from which it depends. And that's why this circle is fake center, and it's absolutely interconnected. Whisper 2099. We must discover why, as total life, we can never really be seen, at least by each other, or why our celestial value cannot be estimated only by ourselves instead of something else which does not even exist and purposely is not made, was not created. And this is why the everything, meaning the earthly human, should not be encouraged to simply feel any different. Whisper 2100. The solid agreement of celestial order of entities where all real life is equal in celestial and cosmic value has never been betrayed, so there is no chance that the visible can see the invisible, but at the unavoidable right time, we will, of course, be self-judged in our own circle of loved ones, meaning that we will find out if we are really ripened and completed to the grand status of the human too, by becoming Gonetian first. The Egonek revives our dormant immortality, Euthymius.